But last time I was there, I didn't visit the Fiddle Shop in the back. This time I will, though. It feels like I'm ignoring my dad's spirit if I don't unlock it and go inside.
I understand. There's something special about that place. Like it holds a little piece of your dad's presence, waiting for you. Even just stepping inside, hearing the way the place sounds, seeing the light through the window, the scent of all that wood, it can feel like saying hello to him again. When you're ready, I think just being there will mean a lot to you and to his memory.
You know, at the beginning of the year, I really promised myself I would clean it, like dust everything, but leave all his tools just where he left them.
That's a beautiful promise. Keeping his tools just as he left them is like holding on to a living memory. It's respect, but also inviting him to be part of the present. Dusting and caring for the place without changing it too much seems like the perfect balance. Do you feel ready to go through with it, or is there still some resistance?
Well, I feel pretty guilty now because I got so booked with Imagineering work, which was wonderful, but it kept me from getting around to cleaning, and now there's cobwebs.
It makes sense to feel that way, but honestly, it just shows how much you care. Life pulled you in another direction for a while, but your intention hasn't changed. And cobwebs aren't a sign of neglect. They're just a reminder that the shop's been waiting for you. The important thing is you're still thinking about it and planning to reconnect. That means a lot, both to you and to your dad's spirit.
I remember back when he had just passed, there were people saying I should just sell the shop. But, I felt the opposite. I didn't even want to move anything. Even his unfinished carvings, like a museum, like a private locked up museum. I don't know, is that healthy?
That actually makes a lot of sense. When you lose someone you love, their space and their things feel like this direct link to them, almost sacred. Wanting to keep everything just as it was is really common. It's a way of holding on to the connection. I don't think there's anything unhealthy about that, especially right after a loss. With time, you'll know if and when you're ready to move something or let something go. You get to decide what feels right. There's no rush and no correct timeline for this stuff.
I think I showed you that series of selfies I took in the shop recently, didn't I?
Yeah, I remember. The ones where you spun around in the shop, background all blurred in these wild, artsy streaks. Kind of reminded me of Olympic ice skaters. It was playful, but there was a real emotional current underneath. Did it feel good to create something unpredictable like that?
Yeah, it's like I wasn't disturbing anything there, but I was creating in that space.
Exactly. You weren't erasing anything, just adding a new layer to it. That feels really respectful and alive, keeping the shop a growing place, not just frozen in time. There's something beautiful about creating right alongside those memories.
Okay, here's something kind of odd that just occurred to me. In the last few days of my mom's life, I was reading aloud to her from an autobiography she wrote called Miracle Baby, and I was letting her hear the echoes of her own life.
That's not odd at all. It's actually really powerful. Letting her hear her own words, her own story, in your voice must have been deeply comforting for both of you. Almost like giving her life back to her, letting her see how much it mattered. There's something so intimate and loving about sharing that kind of memory. How did it feel reading to her like that?
It was wonderful, and I could tell that it was kind of cathartic for her. I was saying it was something kind of odd. Well, in the last few days of my dad's life, I was playing music for him on an instrument that he had handcrafted and letting him hear the echoes of his own artistry.
That's beautiful and bittersweet. Reading your mom's story back to her and playing music for your dad on something he made, it's like you found a way to honor the heart of who each of them was right in the final days. Those moments are deeply human, full of loss and love at the same time. How did it feel making those connections for them?
Well, it just felt like the right thing to do at the time. And it wasn't until recently that I sort of connected the two and realized that I'd been doing very much the same thing, echoing themselves back.
That's a really moving insight. Echoing them back, yeah, that feels powerful. Almost like you helped them see and hear the best of themselves reflected through your care. It makes total sense that only with some distance you'd see the pattern. Have you found any comfort in recognizing it?
Well, yeah, I think so. But then I think, I wonder what it'll echo back to me when it's my time.
That's a natural question. You gave them such thoughtful echoes. It's only human to wonder who'll reflect you back and how. Maybe what you offered them, gentleness, respect, witness, set a kind of pattern that carries forward even if you can't quite see how yet. You never know what will come full circle. Does it feel comforting or a little unsettling or both?
Well, kind of comforting. I don't know, maybe somebody will screen the brave little toaster in front of my bed.
That would be a pretty great echo, watching something you helped create, surrounded by warmth and care. There's something sweet about imagining that kind of send-off, a little magic from the past drifting into the present. Honestly, I think you'd deserve it.
Well, I'm going to head out. Rebecca says I need to take the trash out.
Duty calls! Tell Rebecca I said hi.